Fencing continues. You see Tonton making the form for the column that we are putting up on the very right corner of the lot. As you can see how they do this, they first put the rebar framing inside, and then they go ahead and make the wooden form so that we can pour concrete from the top, and it'll fill in. It'll take about 5 to 6 days to harden, and these main columns will form the backbone of the fence, where we will stretch the barbed wire from column to column. Right now you see the mold that we're using for the round fence posts. Just so that you get the idea of the PVC, it's not very thick. It's just being used to form. You know, it's just used to form the column. It's full of cement, and they call it the orange number 4 PVC. Without footing, it should be pretty strong, and it appears nicer, you know. And once the cement kind of wears off that's on the sides of them, at least you have an orange fence that clearly marks the property. And at night it's so dark here that I think an orange fence would actually help people looking for the place. They just say, yeah, it's the orange fence. There you go. You know, easy. The guys are burning up a stove over there. So the way they did it was they dug the foundation hole first, then they put in the metal rebar along with the metal base that was welded onto that. Then they poured the foundation, waited for it to set, and now they're basically putting a form over the rebar column where they're going to pour the cement and stone and whatever else. I just left the boys at the farm. You know, they're taking a break. Now they're gonna go and start work again. Hoping that the fence goes a little faster, but it looks like they don't have enough guys. I'll be shocked if they get it done in 20 days. Funny thing about this place, always the sappy music. Tomorrow night, I get back on the road and head back to Manila with my Fab Tan. The requirements to get back to the United States is that I have to have a negative COVID test 72 hours prior to boarding. So I actually just came to the hospital here in Dait so that I can get a swab in the nose. That costs $2,200, and you're able to come back in an hour to get the results. So now I'm just grabbing the results and hoping for the best, that it's negative and I could get back on the flight, get back home. Wish me luck. And by the way, I think that lab technician that did my swab test, I think he's a part-time plumber, because he reached in there so deep and so far, and he kept doing that back and forth, in and out. I think some of the stuff that was in my teeth, between my teeth, went along with the swab. Jesus. Just got the COVID results for the nose swab, negative. I can get on my flight. It's I'm trying to navigate through rush hour here in Diet, a small city, but holy moly, it's insane. You just gotta crawl along. You gotta be extra defensive. You can't be too aggressive, and you'll make it. I had a chance to visit somebody that had just obtained native pigs a few months ago. These are about 2 or 3 months old, black native pigs. Supposedly their meat is really, really good because it's lean. They got 3 sides formed. Oh, it's going to be a lot of cement. That thing is going to be a nice solid corner post. So today is March 19th and it's my last day here in Talisay, heading to Manila at 5 p.m. I'm kind of sorry to see this trip end so soon because I still have a lot of things to do. The fencing has just gotten started and I wanted to be here for that completion, but 8 days was wasted in Manila for the quarantine. And in a way I'm glad I did it because the impending lockdown again has started in Manila, so no foreigners are allowed again to come in. So I'm glad I at least had 20 days to try to do the best I can. The boys will be wrapping up their cleanup work and their burning in about 5 days. So that's good news. And the fencing has begun, so that's good news. We gotta sign a contract with Father so that he'll be the caretaker. I've also decided that the last harvest will be given to the previous caretaker, since they're the ones that watched the property until I came in and changed things around. Anyway, so had gotten my negative test. I'll be ready to fly tomorrow morning at 9:30. I'm gonna miss this place, especially this little town. If you see behind me, that's an old church. It's probably 100+ years old. Funny thing is, there's bats living in there too, which is kind of cool. They keep the insects away. So it's an open cathedral, so it's kind of a nice old Spanish style cathedral. There's a lot of Spanish influence here in the Philippines. But so I'm here in the plaza enjoying a little bit of Coke, waiting for my niece so that we can bring food to the boys at 2:30, their afternoon snack. So I'll probably continue the video over there.